And good evening, one, good evening. Oh, yes, we're here with a brand new game for the first time, a classic RPG from way back in the 1990s. I am your host, Swishbone, for the remainder of the evening, and this is Vandal Hearts, one of my top 5 RPGs on the PS1 era, and bizarrely, it's not that long. It's about 12 hours to 14 hours to complete, and we're going to do this as best we can over the next week or so. The chat box is over in that direction. Let's get your comments in there, and I'll do what I can to interact with all of you. Without further ado, let's get going. Yes, it's checking the memory card. Of course it is. Here we go.
Sostagaria. For over a millennium, the fertile lands in the heart of this vast continent were ruled by the Holy Asha dynasty, descendants of Taroa the Messiah.
These old school graphics, they're awesome.
However, it is man's doom to forget. Amidst all the wealth and exotic pleasures, the nobility lost their way and sank into corruption and depravity, forgetting even the holy teaching of Taroa.
You can really see the low quality visuals here. It's amazing.
It was in these days of unrest that the citizens, struggling under an oppressive regime, rose up and, under the leadership of Aris the Sage, took up arms against the kingdom. That was the first outbreak of violence in what would later be known simply as the Revolution. The royal army's counterattack was swift and fierce, but time and time again they were put to flight by the cunning strategies of Aris and the indomitable will of the advancing Liberation Army. Victory in hand, the rebels set up a council and worked to establish the continent's first democracy. And so, the Republic of Ishtaria was born. However, Aris the Sage, whom all hoped would lead the country, mysteriously vanished and has not been seen again to this day. Now, 15 years later, the shadow of war once again threatens Ishtaria.
And that's your story, people. That's the context. So, war is on its way, apparently. Ooh, a very Castlevania look here with this mysterious island. The blood red moon. And the lightning strike. You can tell this came out of a similar time as Castlevania Symphony of the Night, can't you? That's another game I really should do live at some point. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. $12.54 at Gilbaris Island. Castle Ruins. Okay. Yes, look at those classic graphics, people. Welcome back to the 1990s with the parallax scrolling behind. Classic. What is this place? That's on fast text speed, by the way. Ah, a hidden room. What's that? It's on an elevated platform. You might want to leave it alone. Oh, that sparkle. This must be it. What? These rays? What's happening? Well, whatever it was, I don't think it liked being touched there, my friend. Something's clearly happened with that. These cinematic fades to black. A Premonition of War. Good title. I like it. Wow, these load times feel so slow. How did we get by in the 90s, people? Ash! Ash! Yes. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. You better get up. We've got some trouble. We're surrounded.
You trat, don't you know what this valley belongs to the fags of Umbaba?
Now they're just some dumb wandering peddlers. Ignorance is the root of misfortune, as they say.
If you want to live, hand over everything you got. Although, we'll probably kill you anyway. Right, boss?
Ah, you got that right.
Too scared to talk, baby?
Oh! What the?
There's a stupid laugh now.
No, you're the ones who are trapped. Ha! Who the hell are you guys? Ash Lambert, 3rd Platoon, Historian Security Forces.
Diego Cano from the same.
Clun Ricard, likewise. Ash! Ash of the Holy Black Wind! Surrender quietly and we'll grant you quarter. Against only 3? Kill them now! So this is where the game is kind of interesting, because unlike many of its peers at the time, this is a tactical RPG. So the way this works is really interesting. We actually control our party and have to set moves and go at our time. We can end our turn anytime we want, and ultimately what we have to do is try and do as much damage as possible. So let's start by moving to the side with Ash. Nice. Straight in the face. Your battle is over. So we'll attack with Clint. Not bad. Not enough to finish off. And that's the disadvantage. They do get an instant counter-attack. Unless, of course, you're not in range. Diego, for example, is an archer. So he can shoot from distance. And the annoying thing is, that's our turn over, basically. So we try and move anybody else now, they can't move. We can rotate the camera field, we can also go up and down. There are also, interestingly, little loot pieces that you can find. This battle, though, doesn't really contain much worth going out of the way for. So for now, we're going to end our turn and carry on. Meanwhile, good evening, Queen. How are you doing? See you there. So you're going to be working because it was kind of interesting. I love this game. It's one of my favourites from this era. A bit of an overlooked classic in many ways. It's kind of like a cross between a turn-based RPG and almost like you're playing chess. So we'll let the enemies start to come to us. Now there is one condition I've got to be careful of. The hero of the party, Ash, if he dies, the battle ends. So I've got to make sure he stays alive. Still, that's helpful. A quick level up for Diego. It gives him a little extra... I think it gives him a HP boost. Indeed it does. Now if Ash can take the high ground... And if I'm right, yeah, there's a thicket there. Thickets are great because they insulate with a very, very high defense. So we'll end our turn and let them have another go. Oh wow, he's standing next to Clint to shoot with a bow and arrow. That was a stupid idea. You see, the thickets give a major defense buff. So that's why it's useful having Clint hiding in the thicket there. He's got decent HP, he's got decent output damage-wise, and he's able to essentially attack, so all is good. Now the question is, can Ash? No, you can't reach him there. So what I'll do with Ash is I will move Ash to the top, because that gives him a little bit of a lure. Oh, just out of range. That's annoying. Clint goes up top to the side. And now, Zoot, you are on your own. Good luck with that, mate. You're going to need it. He's going after Diego. Ooh, that was quite powerful. Oh, no, that's frustrating. That can happen. It's based off RNG, where the enemies can block your move, but it also happens in your favour as well. It's just one of the features of the game you just gotta bear in mind. And the thing is, Ash has been left behind on experience here. There's not much I can really do about it, because he's not in range. So, he's gonna have to get his experience in the next fight, because I have a plan here. As long as he doesn't block it, this should end the fight. There we go. Rawr, don't kill me! I'm pleading with you! And there we go, so that's the first battle won. We managed to get through without losing anybody. And we get bonus gold points for that as well. So, all very good fun. And that's the... It's for a tutorial battle, it throws you right in and gives you no real hints. I quite like that. That's to teach you guys huh? It's you! I knew I'd seen you before. Zutgatch. What? The same Zutgatch that we threw in jail just 2 months ago. Yep. Same bonehead grin. Don't you recognize him? The pleasure's all mine. Wait a minute. Only 2 months and he's already out. He must have busted out. True. But I don't think for a minute that this loser will be able to break himself out of prison. Sticks and stones may crack your bones, but don't bother me because my friends won't forget about me. What does that mean? Answer me! Oh, nothing. I'm just mumbling. I think I finally get it. Bandits are shut off all trade in this valley. Whoever freed him is probably reaping huge black market profits. A crooked politician or merchant pulled strings. So what else is new? That puts me up. Set up at an order in him right now, Ash. No, stop! Hold it, Diego. Killing this flea is no answer. Our job's finished. Let's go back to Shimuria. Yes, some mysterious bandits are breaking free of their shackles, and someone's pulling strings. Sounds like any usual corrupt government, I suppose. Yay! Saves completed. All good. Nice one. So the game states is safe. I will get my words out eventually. Yeah. So in terms of experience, he needs 68 to level up. Clint needs 51 and Diego needs 57. So actually, technically, they're all the same level. I thought for some reason that Ash was a lower level. Right, let's go to the capital. First, let's go to HQ and give our report. So, the Security Force HQ. Come on, these 1990s load times. Speed up. And that concludes my report. I see. Well done. Let's take a good look into the background of this Zoot Gotch. I agree.
As always, the big guy gets away, the truth gets under the carpet, and only the small guy gets screwed.
Here, you're out of line. You're right. There are lots of things wrong with this government. Corrupt politicians, oppressive taxes, and not enough police. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Donald Trump is in the White House, and Keir Starmer's ruining the UK. What else is new? But no matter how filthy things get, as long as we remember who we are. We, the people. I was joking with the Trump thing. I was taking the piss game. Have the freedom to change things for the better. And it's that freedom that so many people died for 15 years ago. I understand. I had no right to mouth off like that. I'm sorry. No, it's all right. In any case, you all did a fine job. Why don't you relax a little?
Now how about we head to the tavern for a drink?
We will, but I'm going to quickly save my game just in case anything comes out of the... We get a surprise battle in the city or something like that. I don't trust these medieval settings, people. I don't trust them at all. Right, let's go for a beer. I thought it would get better after the war. But now everything is taxed and you can't walk on the streets at night.
Yeah, the streets are filled with criminals and our council's filled with politicians who only care about patting their own nests. Now it's daily terrorist threats. What's going to happen in this country?
Game, you're nearly 30 years old. How are you knowing what's happening now in the world?
The terrorists killed Mr. Smetanta, head of this council just 3 days ago. They say it was the work of the old royalists. But if you ask me, it could have been any one of a dozen different groups. I'm just surprised it didn't happen sooner.
If Iris were here to see how things have turned out, I wonder what he would say.
Help! Somebody! Riot!
What? Calm down, tell us what happened.
A riot has broke out in the Dover district. Dover district, aka the Royal Ghetto. But they have voted shed. They're always the first to try to negotiate. That's the terrible part. The army decided the royalists were behind the assassination in Smyrna, and they came to take out Count Claymore away. Things got tense. The young nobles gathered around the soldiers. Then there was some shoving and someone drew a sword.
Oh, what kind of fool. Let's get over there right away. Well, it wasn't far off. It wasn't a surprise battle. It was more a, surprise, let's start a riot situation. How annoying. Right, okay, let's head to the Dover district. Let's see what happens. These are the advanced troops.
Yeah!
Ah!
We surrender!
Surrender to death!
Barbarians!
Crimson Guard! Anti-terrorist special forces! An elite fighting force formed by the well-known right-winger Hell Spites. Really? Hell Spites?
Bruh. They're famous for being ruthless and terrorists, but this is too much. Troops, assemble! Well, if it isn't the security forces, what are you poking your little noses round here for? I know you. You're Ash Lambert, the son of a traitor becoming a platoon leader. What a joke. What did you say? You scum. Stop it, both of you. But that's... Let him talk. Always trying to sound like a saint, aren't you? As you can see, we cleared the area of enemies. Some are still holed up in that church. We have business elsewhere. As long as you're here, you can take care of those left in the church. Make sure you do a good job now. That lousy creep! Yeah, but what are we gonna do, Ash? Let's go see if they'll surrender. It looks like there are no enemies around, but don't relax your guard. Ash. Where did these monsters come from? They were summoned by a powerful mage. We're gonna have to cut through them. So we're up against the summoner people, apparently. So here we are, we've got to get to the church, and defeat of Ash will end the fight. So we want to avoid that where we can. Good start, Diego. Thank you very much. That's great. And a level up too. So a level up for Diego is good. That gives us a bit of extra ability. You got a herb. Now I also think there's something there in the middle of that ground. But I don't want to search it just yet. I'm going to wait back here for a second. Because that's a thicket. And that will help us to defend. Let the enemy come to us. And that's exactly what they've done. Nice one, Ash. That's great. Say they won't come down to us now until we get the... This is a pretty filthy place for nobles to live. After the war, their estates were confiscated, and a special tax was levied on them. They can't even vote. Just as the Ash dynasty did, we are oppressing them just for being who they are. Politicians always make the weak in society pay for those mistakes. It's that doesn't make anyone want to fight back. Oh, second time that's happened to Diego now. That's annoying. Ash is going to remain where he is because he's shielded there. Again, let them come into us. Oh, well, they're attacking Diego. That might be useful. There's arrow, punches, spear. Nice, okay. Because those two enemies there won't come after us until we open that gate. We have to release that drawbridge. If we examine the switch, it should release it. Yeah, it will do, but first of all, I want you to examine here. Yay, we got ourselves a long bow.
Aha! I spot a mysterious crack on the floor. That's another place to search. Are there any others, I wonder? That's part of the interesting thing with this game. You're encouraged to explore everywhere. Can't see it. Out of curiosity, I might see if there's something. No, there's not. There's nothing in the back there. So this is where the enemy will literally wait and hold position because they're not going to come down to us until we are in range. This is one of those battles where you have what's known as technically an infinite condition. You don't have to worry about actually being attacked. You can use areas like this. And later on in the game, I do have a plan for what could be a rather interesting exploit. But we shall see. It's quite a way away yet, so don't even think about it. And the question is, will this make them attack Diego? Can't see it, but you never know. You can also use cover in this game quite well. If you get out of line of sight, enemies will be distracted and unable to attack you with ranged bows. So I like the fact that you do have to think like you're storming castles. It's pretty cool. Oh, we got mushroom. What does that actually do? It does something. See, herb. Restores some HP. Mushroom? Oh. I don't know. Now this is part of a plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the gate with Diego and try to lure those archers out. This part of the game is where it's a little... Well, it's not frustrating, it's just it's probably going to be a little frustrating for you guys to watch. Yeah, he's not going to be in range there. So I'm going to move him back here on purpose because it means they might now come close to attack us. Yep, see? Now the question is, are they going to form up together? And the answer is yes, they are. So, with that in mind, it comes our chance now to get in there. Nice level up for Clint too. Good, good, good. Okay. Oh, Ash can get to the side. Even better. And there we go. That's another battle where we've cleared the enemies. We've cleared the map. We've found some loot. And because they say the game's nature is you should try and explore where you can. This game's very similar in a way to one that ended up on PS Plus recently called Jeanne d'Arc, which I do highly recommend, by the way. It was a game that was released on the PSP and was re-released on the PS5 and I think it was PS5, it might have been a PS4 port as well. Very similar kind of game to this. Only it has an interesting idea. Take Joan of Arc and make it into a turn-based JRPG. And it works. That's the funny thing about it. There we go. He can't carry any more herbs because he's out of space. All we gotta do now is get to the church. So... So I do love the fact that you have the stage floating in 3D space. It's really obvious, you know, to look at now, but it was cutting edge back in 1996. Now, this game has an unusual link to Metal Gear Solid. If you remember when I streamed Metal Gear Solid, there was the boss fight against Psycho Mantis. And at one point he goes, "Let me read your mind. No, your past." And he just said a few basic things because I was playing it on the PlayStation Classic Mini. Well, if you play that game on a regular PS1 and you have a save from Vandal Hearts, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, International Superstar Soccer, and a few other Konami games from the same era, suddenly Psycho Mantis will look at you and go, "Oh, you like Vandal Hearts?" When I was 14 and he said that, it freaked me the F out. I realised afterwards what had happened, but I was so like, that's really clever, but I really was not expecting it. And as you can see, clean sweep, no party members lost. So we're so far doing pretty good. It won't stay like that forever. You're surrounded. Drop your weapons. We don't want any more needless bloodshed. You mean that, don't you? Of course I do. Don't listen, Count. He's a blood-drinking devil. But if we continue, everyone will die. Excuse me, Count. But how can you trust these soldiers just slaughtered us? Peace needs to begin somewhere. Well, so this man seems different than those crimson murderers. I'll give him a chance. We surrender. I'm Ash Lambert, Ishtarian Security Force. Thank you for your quick compliance. My name is Roland Claymore. This ride is my responsibility. Please do not blame anyone else. We have laws here. It's not for me to decide. But I will report that you offered us no resistance. That's enough. Stop right there. The Crimson Guards have returned. Nice job for a bunch of weaklings like you. But we'll assume control from this point on. Or maybe the son of a traitor wants to take credit for this. I want no credit. Do as you like. Thank you, I will. Which one's Claymore? I am. Good. Come over here. I have no need for the others. Kill them! What have you done? I won't forget this. Kane, you bastard! So the traitor finally shows his colors. Good. I've wanted to cross swords with you for a long time. Stop it, you two! Commander Beckett, stop! You're both sworn to defend this country! Leave us be, old man. You'd best watch that mouth of yours, Kane. The Crimson Guard is already in enough trouble with the Council. More trouble than even your dad, Hell's Spites, won't be able to help. Well, there's a shock for you people. He's a descendant of him. Yeah, save your hollow frets for someone else. But I'll be a big man and forget your rude words to me today. However, I'm taking this old blooper with me. Damn him. Thanks for staying cool, Ash. It will be fine. What part of that's going to be fine? You just literally watched a load of people get slaughtered. With no recourse. What part of this is fine, Clive? The next day. Excuse me, sir. Oh, you must be Ash. Ash, this is Dolph Crowley, a representative from the Young Revolutionary Party. Nice to meet you. Dolph has been sent out as a mediator to deal with yesterday's incident. I understand exactly how you feel, Ash. The Crimson Guards are completely at fault in yesterday's massacre. Normally there would be no need for a mediator in a case like this, but there are a few complications, as you know. The Crimson Guards are the pet project of Hellspites, the Minister of Defense. Hell's tactics may be questionable, but his power and influence in the Council are not. I personally think that he is a dangerous man who needs to be watched. Two council members are competing to become head. Hellspites and Ronaldo Castile, who is, as you know, the head of the Domestic Security Forces, your boss. See the pattern? You're saying it's more than just a personal grudge between us and the Crimson Guard. Do you think it could escalate into a confrontation between the DSF and the army? Well, let's not be overly pessimistic. But we need to act swiftly to avoid future trouble. So what do you want us to do? As punishment, we'll send you on leave away from your policing duties here in the capital. But that's just to establish your cover. The truth is that I have a top secret assignment for you. I've never heard of you. You have a top secret assignment for me. And you're apparently some head of a party I've never heard of. Okay. Let's hear you out. So what is this top secret mission? Do you know who General Magnus Dunbar is? Well, of course. He's the greatest hero of our country. Why? He's also second in line behind Hell in the Defense Ministry. Well, 3 months ago, he went to kill Barris Island with a squad of hand-picked soldiers and he hasn't been seen since. Kill Barris Island? In the Ghidorah Sea? Why? I don't know. But I've heard rumors that he was acting on secret orders from Hell who was planning a coup d'etat. That guy's out of control. And he wants us to investigate that? But Maddox is known for his sense of justice. I don't think he would just blindly follow Hellspite's orders. This mission makes me uneasy. I'm still not personally sure how much we can believe this Dolph. It might be a wise idea not to accept this assignment. No, I'm gonna go. If we stay here, we may cause trouble for you. You've been a good friend to me. Ash, that's not why I had you assigned here. Of course, I know that. But whatever Dolph's reasons may be, we can't ignore what happened to General Magnus.
That's true. I wanted to take a vacation anyway. I understand, but this is a dangerous assignment. I want you to be careful every step of the way. So let's do a quick save that. So I'm sure this game's quite short, but we'll see. We will see. So with that in mind, hopefully Diego's now got a little more power. Let me just quickly check that, actually. Yeah, it takes his attack down. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So I think we're supposed to leave town. Before we do that, let's quickly check out the store, just to see if there's anything of interest. Welcome. What can I do for you? What sort of thing you're looking for? Do you see anything that interests you? Yep, you can have that. May I purchase your used equipment? Thank you. Please accept this payment in return. Meanwhile, armor. Ash needs that. He's also only got leather, whereas pleather is slightly stronger. Which is interesting because pleather is like is almost like but it's softer armor. It's like faux armor. Ah yes, he uses the bandana, so instead I give him a band instead. Okay, the rest of it can wait for now, I think. Yeah, it can. Excellent. Okay. So we've got some new equipment, which is good. We will talk to people in the tavern in case of any hidden missions or any hidden items. And then we'll make our way onto the road. Welcome. How you doing? Oh, wow. We need a powerful man to fix this country. Someone like Hal Spikes who knows how to crack down on the bad guys. Because he's going to make this country great again. Oh, some bollocks. It's true that Hal has been tough on crime, but somehow I feel the country is going in the wrong direction. You're not wrong. It's not just politicians that are to fault for the country's problems. The people came together to overthrow the Asher dynasty. But afterwards, they had no direction and fell into complacency. Okay, let's leave town. Yep, so now we can go to the Palace Ruins. It's loading. Very slowly. This was the palace of the Asher dynasty. 15 years ago, Aerys' army arrived here. This magnificent palace is burned to the ground. Even now, when it grows dark, the spirits of the dead haunt this place. Hey, cut it out! You're giving me the creeps! Go back where you came from! A curse will befall all who enter here! Abandon all hope who enter here. Don't be silly, nothing to be afraid of. Fools, die then if you wish. Ah. Well, that's irritating.
Right, destruction of enemies and death of Ash. So let's not have Ash die here. Yeah, they're going to be attritional enemies, I think. Now, the question is... Ah, you can get close enough. Good. that guy's basically an East End thug. Yep, a scatter of rocks because it is a golem. We'll turn over that. Enough to get close to Clint. So this is where the difficulty does ramp up a little. Ah, right, you can't get behind. Wrong enemy. Oh, neither can you. Damn it. I was hoping that one would be able to get past him, but it's not going to happen. Taking a punt on Ash being enough to hit the damage here. Close enough to attack Diego. Not ideal. So there is one advantage to it. Yep, they're all staying back. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to manipulate the maneuverability of the enemy. So that's my aim. My aim is to manipulate where they're standing. Because now Ash should be able to get to its side and hopefully finish it off. Hey, level up. Right, now if Clint attacks this chest, it might manipulate that golem to come towards us. That's a elixir. But it's not like the elixirs in FF7, which restore all your items and all your health, unfortunately. It's not that good. Interesting, I wasn't expecting that one to come forward. That's the golem I was not expecting to move. Not that I've got a problem with it. Now I'm deliberately moving Clint back because my idea is to make the enemy come to me. Oh, out of range, damn it. Okay, with that in mind, stay there for now. Ah, so you've decided to come to the party. This is a risk, but I'm taking it. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, my party have done one. He's going to attack Ash, the one behind, but that's okay. Because this allows us to continue isolating the enemies. It's the classic divide and conquer strategy. Yep, there we go. Surprisingly, not as powerful as I thought, but that's irritating. Not much you can do about it when it happens. You know, if the enemy gets their defense move, they get a defense move. So, let's start with... Nice. Really good. Now, I've got an idea here. Clinton stands back here, and that gives him a defense buff. And it might manipulate the enemy on this side to start thinking about coming over. No, surprisingly it hasn't. That one enemy behind us, we could go after it, but I'm not going to. Because if that enemy's all the way over there, it means we can go after loot over here. Oh wow, okay, we found a fire gem. Wonder if that's like some kind of like special magic item. So all we can do right now is keep on moving forward. Right. As that enemy is not getting any closer as yet. We're going to continue our assault. And there's our backs covered, so let's keep going. Right, okay. Let's take him out. Almost. Yeah, plenty of health. I'm not in any danger of that. Surprised at that, but okay. Yay, level up from Clint. Brilliant news, that's awesome. Now what you can do is use one of these herbs that you found. There we go, perfect. This might now make them start coming towards us. Okay, here is where hopefully we can have some fun. Yeah, that's right. Ash has just kicked that rock down the stairs. If you view that, you can back up Ash. Oh, that's frustrating. That's annoying. Diego's had quite a few of his arrows blocked now. The only advantage to this is they're not going to be able to come more than one at a time. Unless we start doing loads of damage, that is. And maybe we will. Okay. Yeah, for some reason they don't like Clinton. I don't know why. Yeah, that's right. Just keep on attacking Clinton for whatever reason. And now finally, he has had one of his attacks blocked. So, first of all... Alright, that's one. And that's two. Off my battlefield. And another clean sweep, no one dead.
Make like golems!
That is not the same voice.
Yeah, so this is the one who created the golems. That is a pretty vicious thing to do. You're the vicious ones! Trying to make my daddy into a traitor!
Daddy, who are you?
Unedited Dunbar, daughter of Magnus Dunbar.
General Dunbar? But it seems that you're misinformed. We're just trying to...
Miss Unedited! Huxley, I told you not to follow me!
But Miss Unedited... Oh, some gentleman from the DSF. I hope she didn't bother you.
Bother? She tried to kill us.
1,000 humble pardons, my lords. I am Miss Unedited's tutor, Huxley Hobbs. It seems as if the young miss has heard some foolish rumours.
It isn't a foolish rumour!
Please, just listen to our side of the story. Some say that Magnus was planning a coup, but we never believed it.
So you think something happened to him?
That's what we came to this island to find out.
Alright, I believe you. Let's get started.
Absolutely not. I will not allow it, miss.
It's my decision, and stop calling me miss. Please, Ash, I want you to help my father. Let me come with you.
Oh, God. Well, she's got a staff and he's got a staff, which tells me we've got a white and a black mage. I get the feeling that's going to come in handy. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's go. But you better be able to take care of yourself.
Thanks, Ash.
This Ash, I can't believe you. What? In that case, I shall be forced to go as well. Although I appear frail, I am a master of healing. You will need my help. Yep, so Eel and I joined the party. And Huxley joined the party as well, so we're now a 5-piece.
Even the Earth guy is going to come with us. Oh, man.
Yeah, Diego, trust me, I'm thinking the same, but I get the feeling in this kind of game you have to take people with you. When we said that Persona 1 wasn't like that, was it? You could choose who joined you and who didn't. Oh, meanwhile... Come on, old man, tell us what you know. I know nothing. Don't lie, Count. As the highest ranking nobleman, you must know. Fool, my father heard you. How about that?
Hey, it's not nice to mistreat old people.
Ah, look who it isn't. Well, that was the early reveal. Oh, it's you.
Don't kill the old fool yet. There is still valuable information that we require.
Yeah, like you. You're almost as evil as I. Would you like a crack at beating this old man? Enough, Kane. So, Dolph, how goes your little plan?
Everything is going as scheduled. Just to be sure, one of my people has even infiltrated their group.
Ah, good. Now we just have to wait for them to arrive at Gilberus Island.
Gilberus Island? No, you mustn't! Hoo-hoo, I knew you knew something. Oops.
Now you can tell me everything you know. Plus, we did actually see 2 types of staff and armor at the next point. So now here we are at the Rhine Bridge. The Rhine? Isn't that a river in Austria? The Rhine runs through Vienna. These kinds of bridges just aren't safe.
Come on, I'm going anyway.
I'm not so sure about that. Huh? That was our merchants. Yeah, don't bother me none. We can always sell their stuff for money after we kill them.
Oh boy, where did these guys come from all of a sudden?
Yeah, don't worry, piece of cake. Hey, looks like these guys are game. Yeah, don't worry, it won't even bloody our hands. Look out! I smell gunpowder! Huh? I missed! Oh, that's okay, this bridge will collapse soon anyway. They're headed for the bottom of the river. This is not good. Let's cross this bridge before it collapses. Yep, so we have a DPS mode. The bridge will collapse if we're not quick. So destruction of enemies or death of Ash. And I get the feeling it's going to be row by row by row by row. Right, what's your range? Oh, bugger, not enough. Tell you what then, give yourself a couple of spaces but not too many. My idea is to give us an advance, but not so far that they're going to make us easy to kill. Now, what are your skills, out of curiosity? You have Dark Star. Ah, it's a move that's not got bad range, actually, so that could come in handy. From up besides Ash, let's form a defensive line. And then finally, you, Monsieur Huxley. What moves have you got? For now, you've literally just got a healing spell, which is what I'd expect from a priest character, to be honest. Right, let's see if I'm right. Oh, they were still in range to attack, damn it. Yeah, they'll be attacking Clint. Because Clint... Oh, no, he's poisoned. That's no good. Right, I'll need to heal him on the next turn. So there's quite a lot of enemies here. Good news is they're staying back for now. Yeah, it's one row at a time, so that's kind of useful.
You and I, why don't you build some golems now?
Don't you remember? You destroyed them all. You know how long it took me to make those golems? Why were you to form them from the mud until you used to give them life?
Okay, I got it. Next time you should make them a little more durable.
Yeah, that's going to be a real problem. His HP, I'm going to have to do something about it. First of all... should need to move anyway, at least one. So what the magic does. That expression on the archer's face. So it did decent damage, so it's not too bad. No, not enough to finish him, damn it. Still level up though, so that's helpful news. This is a risk, but I'm going to go for it. Just to keep him in the game. Because the poison could be a real problem. And a double-barreled support has got us a way through. Yay, level up. That'll also be a very useful feature. So he's already level 8. Gotta be careful. Ash is quite low on HP. This could be a game over. I just realised that. Oh no, we'll see. We might get away with it. And that'll help too. The archer will be able to reach. Yeah, this is where we're in trouble now. Oh, one more of them and he's dead. This could be a game over. I could be losing the battle here. I think I am. I think it's going to be a game over. Yeah, there we go. That's a game over. Battle ends. Watch this. You lose. Yes. That's the trouble when you basically what happened there was I didn't pay attention to the HP. It's my fault. It's a simple mistake. Well, the good thing is you can continue straight on, so it's not too bad. Right. Question here then is right, I might try moving one square at a time. Because that way, as long as we're not on the very back row, let's try. I want to just do it just to see if that's going to blow the back of these. Because they're just out of range there, and that gives us a chance. So now we're not taking any damage in the first turn. The good thing you can do as well with this game is you can save in battle, so now that the first turn's over, and yes, I was right, so the first row has fallen down. I've already read this dialogue, so I'm not going to read it again. I mean, golems would come in handy, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's not really necessary. So we can do an in-battle save. And it sounds like it's done. Okay, great. No, nice one. That's nearly finished it off, which is good. You see, that's the problem. The fact that they can do poison. Because I don't think that, unless there was some in the town, it's possible they had antidotes in the town. To be fair, it's possible that I've screwed up not picking any up. This keeps them in the battle regardless for now. And the good thing is I've got decent cash, so in the next town we can replenish basically. Gone from a behind attack. Not much you can do with that, because they can fly. Although that's helpful. As is that. So the issue with this fight is they've put it where there's a lot of enemies in a contained space. And you don't really get the turns to battle back. It's really quite frustrating. But you just gotta do what you can. Still, that's helped. Yep, see Huxley clinging onto life there, which is good.
Let's say you guys need some help.
Who are you?
My name's Kara Wolstan. Let's fight these together.
Oh, that's frustrating. Died because of poison. Again, there's not much you can do when that happens. It's like, ugh. What am I supposed to do there then? Oh, fuck off! That's bullshit! That is absolute fucking bullshit! Yeah, get off my fucking battlefield, you twat! Fuck off! So I've had one perfect defense. One. They've had way more than that. The RNG has been ridiculous. Really unreasonable. That gives us a chance though. And the question is, Unfortunately, we can't manipulate them close enough. That's irritating. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Oh. That's irritating, but that's not. I think that's everyone on the battlefield now used, I believe. Yeah, we've got no one else we can use at the moment. Okay, right. Let's turn over it and see what happens next. Oh, seriously? 1 HP? Just 1? Still, they've all gone after her, which, while annoying, it at least gives me an opportunity. Yeah, if they all go after her, which is irritating, but that's just how life goes. I mean, that's helpful, but the poison is not. Once I get rid of these guys on the bridge, this battle should be a lot easier. See, I think that's part of the problem. They've really contained this too much. The balance isn't really there. You don't get the moves you need to be able to finish the enemy off. Still. Oh, seriously? That's the second time this fight! Get off my fucking battlefield! Fuck off! That is fucking bollocks! How do we make the game challenging? I know, let's make it so that the player will never get anywhere near the rub of the green when it comes to things like that. That's at least 3 times now that they should have taken damage and didn't. Question is, how much damage will this do to hooks? Ah, thank you, finally I've got one. I still think I'm going to lose this fight. Purely because of the way the mechanics are. The mechanics are too out of whack. Unless something really interesting happens. No, she can't get to him, but... It means they're gonna go after Huxley, but that's fine. I'm playing this a different strategy now. You don't get any bonuses if people aren't killed, so but you don't get any bonus for it. Go aim for it. Interesting, I wasn't enough to finish him. I'm guessing he's going to do the same. However, this might be useful. Especially if you're going to get level ups like that. Oh, we're clinging onto life by the skin of our teeth. Tell you what, before I do anything, let's do an in-battle save here. We've lost two party members, which is not ideal. Excellent, that's great news. Ah, he's now learned Mystic Shield, which is like a defense buff. See, Ash and Huxley are clinging to life by the skin of their teeth. Yeah, he's gone for Ash. And Ash's response is to knife him. Unfortunately, I don't think Kyra's going to survive. Actually, I don't know, maybe. Yay, there we go. We got treated some bad rolls of the dice when it came to defense buffs. We lost a couple of characters. You do get penalised on gold. I think I remember that now. Yeah, you lose gold. But, you know, we made it through this time rather than being done by the protagonist falling cheap trick. I'm Miss Lambert. Thanks for helping us.
I'm Kyra, mercenary.
The fierce furrier and the beauty as well. I think I'm in love. That's rude, Diego.
Yeah, that's okay. Wanna hire me as a bodyguard? Looks like you have only one cute guy as your basic archer class. I bet you could use another archer in your party. How about it?
She could be cute. You're a fine archer. We welcome you to the party, right, Ash?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the second one. But this is a top secret mission.
So what? What about the lion's old man?
Okay, that's a good point. She can come.
Yoo-hoo!
Are you sure, Ash? We shouldn't involve some woman whom we hardly know.
Oh yeah? Well, I bet I'm a match to even you.
It's not your strength that I'm questioning.
You sound like a grumpy old man, Clint.
The sun will set soon. Let's make camp. Yes, the sun will set. So we've already had our first loss, which was because Ash got ganged up on. That can happen.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it's you. You couldn't sleep?
I want to apologize for forcing you to take me.
Yeah, well, I understand you're worried about your dad. But you should know it's possible that your dad really is a traitor. It's also possible that he has reasons that neither of us know about. I want you to be ready to judge for yourself when the time comes.
I know what you're trying to say, but I trust my father completely. The truth is, I'm adopted. 15 years ago, Magnus found me. My parents had been killed in the war, and I couldn't remember who I was or what my name was.
Who I was or what my name was? That's a bit redundant when you think about it.
Yeah, but Magnus loved me as if I was his own flesh and blood. That's why I'll always trust my father, even if no one else does.
That's beautiful. I'm jealous of you.
You don't trust your father?
He died during the revolution.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. He doesn't deserve it. My father was a soldier in the Liberation Army, but he switched sides and died a traitor's death. My mother and I faced constant humiliation. After Mother died, I fell apart and only Commander Beckett trusts me. He saved me from myself.
Mr. Lambert.
I thought it was Lambert, not Lombard. Anyway, I didn't mean to bore you with that. Please call me Ash, okay, Eleni?
Sure, and you can call me Eleni.
Well, he just did.
Sweet dreams, Ash.
Good night, Eleni. I said Eleni earlier, but I think Eleni sounds better. It sounds like a better name. Almost like Elena. Let's save our game. And we will move into town. The port city of Minato. What waits here, then? We need to find a ship that takes us to Gilbaris Island. Let's go to the tavern and ask around. Strange. Last time I was here, this was a lively and bustling port city. While I'm here, I'm gonna look actually to see if there are any place. What can I do for you? Yes, there's no changes to the weaponry that I can see. Out of curiosity, does she has Elbound? Ah, so she's already got all the best equipment. However, yeah, Huxley can get a better staff. Don't think Eleni needs it. Yeah, she's the other way around. She'll need the robes. And as for you, you've already got the L-band and the light home, so that's everything there. Oh, so it's elixirs that cure status. I actually had one of them. Ah, and we found one of them, didn't we? A fire gem, so that could be useful to know. So let's go for one of these anyway. You've already got one. You've got almost nothing now, so you can get replenished on both. You might as well have that. And we will back out from there. Very, traditional ship music, this, isn't it? A ship? I don't think you'll have much luck. The pirate Hassan has been prowling this area recently. Everyone's so afraid that all trade has been brought to a halt. I'm a relative of mine lives on Gilbaris Island, but all contact's been cut off because of that damn pirate. I hope he's okay. A monster is living in the sand dune near town. Pirates in the sea and monsters in the sand. What's next? Hey, wait a minute. There is one chance. Nah, forget it. He'd never do it. Tell me, what? Well, his name's Grog Drinkwater. He was a great sailor once, but his younger brother was killed by Hassan the pirate, and he hasn't been the same since. Let's go have a talk with this fellow Grog. Grog, drink water. Well, grog is normally known as a slang word for alcohol. So is that a way of telling him to sober up, maybe? Stop drinking grog, drink water? Excuse me. Anybody home? I'm coming in.
Man, this place stinks of wine.
Oh, you're busting my place and then you mouth off. Sorry, we knocked, but no one answered. Stupid punks! I didn't answer because I didn't want to be bothered! Well, we're here anyway. We want to hire you and your ship to take us to Gilbert's Island. Of course, we'll pay you handsomely. Yeah, Gilbert's Island? Yeah, even you strangers must have heard the rumors of Hassan the Pirate. If you don't want to die, you'll forget about going there. We're not leaving until you agree to take us. Oh, come on! We never make it there! We can protect you from those sea dogs. Okay, I'll make a deal with you. If you guys are strong enough to beat the monster living in the sand dunes outside of town, I'll think about it. Okay, it's a deal. Oh, just like that.
Yes, you don't even know what the heck it is.
Diego's not wrong. Diego's the voice of reason here. Don't get your fool selves killed. Yeah, I'll give you a ride on my ship if you kill a mysterious demon for me. No. Let's not do that. So we're gonna have to leave town, and I'm guessing there's gonna be a place to go. Yep, the sand dunes of sea.
Oh, the sun is killing my flat feet.
I told you not to come along. By the way, what kind of monster is it?
There's something moving on the sand.
Oh no, it's a bug. I detest bugs.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. But guess what? We're gonna have to go full-on exterminator here. We need to defeat the monster, and this time try to avoid dying as Ash. We've had it happen once before. We're gonna do an in-battle save, so I don't have to do any reloading. And what we really want to do here is try and take out the claws as quick as we can, so there's less support available. Right, so we need to get one person there and one person there. The question is... Ah, you can get there. Cool. Okay. Ah. Okay, I thought they'd put on more of a fight than that. Didn't think there was any experience, mine, but that's not the point. I get the feel it's going to be out of range. And it is. What a surprise. I doubt that her spell can reach it, but I can try. Yeah, it's not in range. Stay still for now. We'll form up behind. And tell you what, Huxley, because it's going to make things much easier for me. No, not that. Let's go for a defense buff. That's gonna be useful. Good thing about that is he also gets experience, so it's quite useful. If you stay here, you might attract one of the other claw arms over. and that's good. Okay, turn over. Let's see what happens next. Yep, so you can respawn them. So realistically, there's no point hanging round trying to cut these off. That's not going to help. We need to get after the head. Attacking from behind. It's annoying. Not the worst damage, to be fair. And at least they are instantly killed, so there is that advantage available. Yeah, I get the feeling this is where we need to be trying for full DPS mode. Just try and get through as many of them as possible. Oh no. They can paralyze. Oh no, that's frustrating. But not as frustrating as that. Wow. Okay. It takes a load of damage, and it was powerful. Okay, first of all, hooks. We're gonna have to wait for its head. Well, thanks for that, Ash. Yeah, we already kind of deciphered that, but at least you've told us. Right, if you can get back here. Oh, bugger, it needs... Right, okay, go there then. Yay, that'll work. Cool, okay. Not enough to heal him to full, which is interesting. Now, hopefully your magic spell can reach it. He's one square short. Tell you what. Back of the head. Yeah, this is going to be one of those that's kind of tricky. But there is a potential advantage because we may have... Yeah, Ash has just got an herb, he can't really do anything. If you go there, you can now cast Dark Star. Yeah, that was definitely the move that did the damage. Unfortunately, there's not much more I can do. Basically, the little claw arms, they're not that strong, but they're combined with his actual damage output, it's going to be a real problem. I mean, Diego at the moment is paralyzed, but oddly enough, it's kind of working as an attraction for us. It's helping us, like, keep an enemy aside. Ah. Again, the computer seems to get very high defense buffs. It seems to defend a lot more, and that's annoying. It's really irritating when you do the right move and the enemy just gets a 3 block. There's not much you can do about it. You just gotta just suck it up. There's nothing you can do. Now the question is, what's the head gonna do? Well, I guess we're not going to find out just yet. If Diego survives, I can heal him with Huxley. But I get the feeling he's not going to survive. Oh no, he might do. That's really helpful. Depending on what happens next, I might not need to heal him. That's fine. Eleni, it's up to you. Can't defend against magic. And there we go, job done. At least I think it is, unless we have to kill all the crab arms as well. No, we don't. There we go. Yeah, see, you literally get the reward for killing the bug creature. That's it. You don't get it for anything else.
I never thought the guys were really gonna do it. So that means you'll take us now, right? Let me sleep on it, alright?
Sleep on it. You promised. Hold on. We'll accept your answer tomorrow. But let me just say one thing. Whoever it is you've lost, drinking won't bring them back. Just remember that.
Little brother, I'm so sorry.
The next day.
Alright, I'll take you.
Thanks a lot.
I thought about what you said and you were right.
And Grog has joined the party. Nice.
The ship's docked just out of town.
Right, let's quickly save our game. And now what I want to do is quickly go to the tavern. Because there's something I need to do there. Hey, did you find a ship? Cabarrus Island sure is some strange place. Ruins of the old palace is really creepy. A monster built its nest in the dunes. See what? You say you killed it? Oh, well, I'll be.
It's late now. I can go back to tanning on the dunes. Oh, please accept this family heirloom in late return.
And we got the Key of Nova. Now, that is going to be very important later. I'm not going to use it now, but that's going to come in handy later on. So we've got the items now. It should be... Is it in the depot? There it is. The Key of Nova. Only Ash can use it. So Ash needs it. It's a useful one, to say the least. So I was about to let a belch go, and then I managed to catch it at the last second. So we'll leave it there. So with this in mind, we're going to quickly save our game. And we are going to move out of town. So we can get to our boat. The Gadar Sea. And the crew just waited for them to arrive. That's the best part.
Yeah, I knew he'd show up.
That's Hassan the pirate.
Been too long since we've seen some action. Yes, the famous said no ships even try to come. Though any more luck, there's no trader, but there's two women. Yeah, who's that? I've come to avenge my friends. Yeah, you really want to fight me?
Here, Master, what's the problem?
Oh, no problem. Let's fight then. You ran away while your friends died one by one. No drunken good-for-nothing has-been can fight me and live.
Yep, so here we are. Listen to the sea shanty music. And for now, the best thing we can do is actually form a defensive wall, because there's not really much else we can do. Yeah, we'll get into too many problems if we do that. So if you get that. It's free experience for Huxley, and it buffs Ash's defense. And since I can't have Ash die, it's important that I do that. Let me just double check actually. I don't know if I need to keep Grog alive here. No, it's only Ash, so that's useful to know. Now it's interesting as this game is in the same genre as a Persona game I've not played, called Persona 5 Tactica. At some point, I should return to that series. I've played a lot of SMT, but I haven't played any of that series on stream. It might be time to look at changing that. I was going to say the pirates aren't interested, are they? This is where I would love for Eleni to have an area of effects magic spell. But I don't think she does, which is very annoying. And because Ash needs to be kept alive, I'm going to send Grog into the front line here. Oh, nice one, Grog. Well done, mate. That's awesome. More of that, please. Meanwhile, Huxley. Can you move here and still Mystic Shield Grog? Not quite, but there he probably can. Yeah, that's fine. Because they've gone on the one channel, this is a chance. There we go. Level up. Excellent. Let's keep that coming while we can. Not as powerful as Cairo, which is interesting. Nice. Yeah, see, slightly exposed in terms of damage. What does this do, Spellbind? Wherever it was, it missed. Spellbind makes me think it's some kind of status effect. I'm just not... I don't think it could be, because it says bind. It could be paralyzed, now think about it. That makes sense. Yeah, see, I had a feeling they'd go for the attack here. So now he's going to get attacked again. one more is going to attack now, and hopefully that'll be enough for Clint to survive. Well, it will now, that's for sure. Okay, well that's evened things out a bit. That's helpful. He only has an elixir, so... I think this is purely because there's a chance he might get hit with a counter move. Now before I move as him, I just want to see if Ash has anything. Ah, Ash has magic moves. It's only literally right next door though. So, there is an advantage to this though. Because what Ash can do is do a load of damage. And level up too, even better. She only has a mage oil, which is annoying. Try this one more time. If it doesn't work, then I'm just going to use... I don't know what that voice is saying. Yay, it's paralyzed him. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. Still attacking Grog, interestingly. Very nice indeed. Fantastic. Not enough to finish him, damn it. I'm quite disappointed by that. Yes, Ash can summon Trish the Fairy from Persona to help him out. Brilliant. And another level up, which is even better. We're looking good. We're getting there, people. This is great. Yeah, he's now free of his bind, which is annoying. I needed him to be bound a little longer if possible. Well, the thing is, what I'm actually going to do now with Grog, we've got them lured to attack here. I'm now going to go back to our ship with him and make them come to us, because we're forming what's known as a choke point. Very, very good indeed. So first of all... Well, first things first, actually, I'm going to do a quick in-battle save. There we go. Yeah, speedy, annoying people who heal their characters all the time. Make it so that you can't get through the battle. She's got decent... what's her MP at the moment? She's got 12 MP, so that's okay. Oh, he's out of range, damn it. Yay, it's worked. We've paralysed him. So that's one enemy down. Not enough to finish him. Very frustrating. Oh, come on. Seriously? No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. No. No way. I'm not having you troll me like that. I'm not having it. No. Absolutely not. I'm not having that. I'm not accepting it. Yeah, there we are. That's me turning the tables on you. I was save scumming that. Absolutely no way I'm having that. Last HP and then they get a critical guard. Nah, they've had too many critical guards in this run so far. The RNG has been far too heavily weighted in the computer's favour, and I'm not having it anymore. Because that guard's dead, I get the feeling this isn't going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. No, it has worked. Excellent. That's brilliant. Because this now means that these archers will have to come to us. And if they come to us, it means that they might make themselves vulnerable. Right, this is where we need to see just how good our performance is. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to save our game. Game lets you do it, so I'm going to do it. Now, let's see just how strong. Actually, got an idea here. I'm hoping that Clint can do the same. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Not exactly what he intended you to do here, Kyra, but needs must. And Grog has also leveled up. Excellent. Level 10. Ash is currently level 9. So, ironic, Clint's also level 10. Now, it's to our advantage to start moving into the territory here. Because what it'll let us do, potentially, have you stay here at the moment. Because you might serve as bait for the last archer. No, he's gone for Grog instead. Yep. He's now had to come to the party. Because his men are no longer available. Now the big question is, which way is he going to go? Because I might be able to tempt him to be flanked. Yeah, he's not in range there, so... And he might be tempted by Ash being on the front line. And you and I could certainly tempt him. Meanwhile, will Huxley serve as bait? Because we might be able to sneak around him. He's got two choices, and he's coming this way. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's hit and run him. If he doesn't want to fight us that way, that's fine. But with this, I might tempt him to come this way. If he comes onto the bow and attacks Huxley, he's probably dead. He might survive, but I doubt it. Oh no! That was actually nowhere near as powerful as I expected it to be. I was expecting him to be way more powerful than that. I'm somewhat surprised. I was not expecting that. Shoot him in the back. Nice. Kyra has also leveled up. Ash can't get close. But Eleni might be able to. Just get close enough to Dark Star him if possible. Yes, you might have tried to board my ship, Monsieur Pirate. But you are well and truly out of your class. You might be wondering why I've done that. And it's to get 3 experience. That was the reason why. He's only 5 experience away from leveling up. Go on, Huxley, finish him. Brother! And then Huxley levels up for the sake of it. And that was a complete sweep. Didn't lose a single party member on that one. I don't know if that bridge battle was the worst battle. Strong. Oh, it's stronger than me. Fool, you goddamn fool. What's going on here? He said his brother was killed by pirates. But in reality, Hassan was his brother. Since we were kids, I was always trying to catch up to you. Always trying to be stronger, tougher than you. For a while I thought I'd passed you. But I was just a filthy pirate. I'm sorry for what I did to your friends. Look. It's okay now. Try to relax. I should go back. Do it over again. I just got tired of chasing you. Bye. I'm sorry, Grog. I got you involved with no idea what I was doing. No, it was a good thing. Did you notice how peaceful his face looked in death? He wanted to die by my hand. Except Huxley was the one that finished him off. Sorry to be that guy. He was consumed by guilt. I knew how he felt, but I ran away from it. I'm glad he's finally free. Don't you worry about it. You got your own problems. Anyway, I want to come with you. I have no life back there, and I can see you'll need my help. And the premonition of war comes to an end.
Gilbaris Island. Over the centuries, this tiny island in the Gadar Sea has given rise to numerous myths and legends. It is called the Island of Ancient Mysteries and has been the subject of much speculation over the years. It is the island of General Magnus's disappearance, and it is here that Ash and his companions now venture.
Island of Madness. Nice name. Very nice name.
So here we are. The island's only city.
But there's something wrong with this place. Interlopers!
Interlopers are here!
Kill the interlopers! Kill them! Kill them all!
Not exactly what I'd call a warm reception.
Ugh! There's an evil, malicious force coming from those statues!
They're being controlled by those statues.
Destroy the statues but spare the villagers.
Easy to say, but what if they attack us? The blocks can be used to slow them down. Push the blocks to guide them and maybe we can avoid killing them.
Yes, we're in one of the most annoying missions of all time. Protect enemies from attacking you. Now you can, if you want, let one villager live and the rest all fall. You lose loads of money in reward for it, but it's one way to survive it. That's a perfect start. Oh, typical. How annoying. Of course you're gonna do that. Yeah, keep chatting, mate. Keep chatting. Because this is where, if we could take out that statue, we can actually do a bit of a well, not a cheese strategy, but a strategy which is a little, well, slowing them down, shall we say. Yep, so they're not in range. There is something to find over there. I've just seen it. What we need to do here is have Diego not miss this time. Because if we can do that, you see, these villagers, they're all coming for us. And we don't want that. We don't want them hitting us if we can possibly avoid it. I may need to reload my save. Right, now I'm reloading my save. I'm not having that. You're not getting two. No way. I'm not having that. You're not having two perfect defenses. I'm not having that. See if this will hit first. Tell you what, now that that one's dead, do an in-battle save. One I could live with. But getting two perfects in a row, I'm not having that. That's bullshit RNG and I'm not standing for it. That's not balanced. There you go. Off my battlefield. For some reason, it's like you get a lot of perfect guards. But this way you can manipulate the RNG in your favour. It might be cheap, it might be cheesy, but it works. And in games like this, you have to take every advantage you can find. If you have a way to beat the enemy, you do it. So with that in mind, we'll end our turn. And hopefully, my plan will come to fruition in a moment. Because these blocks are how we're going to stop the villagers. The plan is simple. We're going to barricade ourselves in. So they'll have to go the long way around. And we're going to time our turns so that we can then go after the statues. This is where both Kyra and Diego might be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, depending on positioning. Right, well, now that they've had their turn, we'll save our battle. Ash has now slowed them down because they're not going to be able to get past those boxes, believe it or not. So all we'll do is wait for them to come to us. Now, a few of my characters are level 10, and it means we'll be able to actually get them leveled up. And this is where I need to make a decision, but I'll explain more when the time arrives, because this game has something a bit interesting in the way leveling works. As you can see, the villagers can no longer reach us. So what we're going to do is let them start to chase us around the map. We're going to get as many people as far forward as possible, so that hopefully when the villagers are far enough away, we'll be able to take advantage and seal our exit behind us. Because that's what this game's going to require. Strategy. Just get as far forward as you can for now. Meanwhile, you, Diego, watch Grog be the one that was... Yeah, it's just out of range. Even if Diego was where Grog is, he's not going to be able to reach. So this statue is not one we can get that way. What we'll do instead is try and get as far forward as possible. The only advantage here is they are quite slow moving, so we can, well, I wouldn't say an advantage, it's actually quite annoying, but what we need is everyone ready to seal that exit behind us, because if we can do that, that will free us to go after the other villagers. See, they've gone that way now, so what I want to do is use the box that we've got in front of us to seal that fence, and then send them back behind us. For now, where can you go? You can go as far forward as that. You go to the front edge. Wasn't letting me turn the camera on for some reason, don't know why. No big deal. Right. That's where we're going to end our turn, believe it or not. Because what I need is enough space to be able to push that block in and keep the villagers out of range. It's a bit of a frustrating battle, this, in that respect. You have to be constantly moving forward, and it's really, really annoying. Now, there is actually what looks like a space down there to examine. I've just spotted it. So there might be some hidden loot. Now, I think I'm going to need at least one more turn. I get the feeling I'm going to need at least one more. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my game. Just gonna try something. If I'm right. Okay, I can see what's in this by examining with Ash. And we found a moon pie. Not quite sure what one of those is, but okay. The issue I've got is, again, space. I'm going to see just if I can possibly do it. Meantime, if you can, that'd be awesome. Oh, it's not finished him, damn it. Yes, we got 20 experience points. Yeah, yippee, you can do. That's not helpful. Oh, one space out. God damn it. Tell you what then, no. What's your range here? If this works, that might make all the difference. That could be the deal breaker. That could make all the difference. Because by doing it that way, what we've done now is granted us a way to essentially get through and hopefully have enough spaces for the villagers can't cover to seal the fence. And that might actually work to our advantage, because they might try and come towards this gap, not be able to make it, and have more space for us to play around with. I can't see because of the camera angle. Yeah, see that coming up the top now. This is why we can't afford to stay too close. Yes, that's going to work. Awesome. Oh, Diego's being attacked. Quite powerful. And I get the feeling Ash is going to have the same problem here. Oh, one square. There was one square in it. We might just get away with this. See if you can finish that. Yes. Okay, great move. Okay, Grog, you're up. And would you look at that? They're now sealed. They can't get past us. At least I don't think they can. So with that in mind, we've got to quickly go after these. Don't think it's going to be in range. Yeah, nowhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near. Yeah, he's not got any magic worth using. I can't see her reaching it, but out of curiosity. Unless she can. Even better, she can reach it by one square back here. I think. This might do very minimal damage to this mage to mage. No, it's not the most minimal. It was still useful. Means that next time we face that enemy, we should be in a position to kill it straight away without a problem. So now the turn is over. He may no longer be paralysed, but he's not going to be in close range to reach us. Yeah. Anything you can do, I can do better. And Ilani is like, nah, no you can't. So I'm almost certain that this enemy can't be hit because of the fence. Yeah, the fence covered. You see there, you can't hit him because of the arrow being blocked. It's quite cool that they implemented that as a feature in this game. How the cover is actually available to you. Huxley, get close. I'm likely to need healing here. And now we're further forward. Let the villagers catch up. And if they do that again, Clint's going to be in serious bother. Yep, had a feeling they'd try that. Look at that, we're going to be in position to heal him shortly. That cures statuses, so we've now got a move for curing status effects. That's really useful. It's not a full heal, but it'll do. Now, get behind this enemy. Unless, hang on a second, Ash, where can you get to? Try and get it from the side. Because if I can, it might mean I can actually take out the other one from behind. And that'll make our life a little bit easier. Excellent. And that's also a level up for Ash as well. Fantastic. We needed that. Okay, everyone throw as fast as possible. Tell you what, Kyra, you go first. What I need to do is get everyone moving forward off this back level, because that way I can use the second of those boxes. The idea is to make it so that they're stuck. We want to get them following us, but then caught out far too late. I think we've got at least one more turn. This is almost like a puzzle fight, and it's not the worst, actually, to be fair. It's not the worst one I've seen. But we do have loot to find, so we're going to go for it. So let's go with... Have you got any items? You got an elixir. You get what's in the chest, then? Ah, a mage oil. That's useful. Not yet, okay. Because what I'm doing here is deliberately getting everyone one row back. The reason for that is going to come very clear very soon. Okay, turn over. Here we go. Yeah, we need to seal at this turn. Who are you attacking? Annoying. Annoying to be attacking Ash. Oh, typical. Absolutely sodding typical. It's not really pushing this, is it? It's more a case of like East End flog it, but it works. Oh, nope, don't do that. There we go. They now can't get either way to us, which is helpful in a way. Because now the villagers are going to wonder what the hell to do. Because basically, until we actually make our attack with the boxes, they're not going to be able to do anything. And this is where we want to try and take advantage of that if we can, by getting ourselves into positions as best as possible. Huxley earning his experience tonight, must be said. Now this is where I'm going to save my game before doing this turn. Because if they decide to pull that RNG perfect block again, I'm just going to reload. You've had your perfect block, you're not having another one. Thank you, goodbye. Perfect. Now then. This is where I've got to think about the characters I've got, because if I want to kill that statue and get the loot on all three sides, it's going to be a challenge, this. If I kill the statue, the battle ends. So this is where I've got to try and do a bit of turn manipulation, which is somewhat irritating, to say the least. Kick it one more time. By using this, I now have one move needed to end the fight. Yep. Basically, almost any move will finish this fight now. What's her EXP? Oh, she needs 69 to level up. Jeez. She's stuck for a while. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. I was hoping that'd give him an extra space to move, but it hasn't. Oh, never mind, didn't mean to do that. So if we're not going to be able to get the loot, then there's not much we can do about it. A lot of it's going to depend on the turns and how far they go. If Eleni can get close enough, she might be able to paralyze one of them as well. Yeah, attack the one who's strongest against magic. I don't think we're going to be able to get all this loot. I really don't. Not without killing some villagers, which... There's no reward if you do keep them, don't get me wrong. But you do get penalised on the money you earn. And that's always irritating. Question is, can Eleni get close enough to paralyze one of them? I wish I knew what that voice was saying. I wish I knew. It sounds mental, whatever it is. Right, let's see if the villagers attack. Well, we know that he is. Oh, this could actually be okay. No, we're going to lose one. Unless they guard it. Will they guard the attack? No, they won't. Ah, damn it, we better destroy these statues or we're going to wind up killing every one of them. Well, the thing is, you know what we could have done? Just not attack backwards. That's all they had to do, just not attack. Why did you attack back? That's what I want to know. All they had to do was just, like, let them be. But what do I know, I guess? We got an herb. Meanwhile, Grog. What's down here, mate? We found another mushroom, I think. No, I have no idea what they do. And that's the battle over. We made it. Yeah, disappointing to lose 2 of the villagers, but what can we do?
And now they defend. We destroyed the statues, but they keep coming.
Don't be so sure. Take a look.
Huh? Where are we? What's going on?
Oh, it's like a horrible nightmare. Ugh, my mouth tastes terrible.
Well, I'm glad you're better now. Thank you for saving us. What happened to you anyway? It all started 3 months ago. It started when soldiers came from the mainland to do an investigation. That must have been Magnus. Yes, that was his name, Magnus. He sent they came to investigate. Yes, the ruins of a fortress, but we never go near it. What's that? But there are many scary legends about the ruins. Some say they can see flickering lights or hear strange wailing. When Magnus told us why he had come, we tried to convince him not to go. But he just laughed at all our warnings. A few weeks went by as usual, and then one night... Mayor! Monsters! A whole bunch of them! What are you talking about? Ah! What in hell's name are you? Ah, hello. You! I know you! And you don't remember anything after that? That's right! And yet I'm certain that it was Magnus that did this to us! It seems hard to believe, and yet... We have to go to the ruins to check things out. I know it's dangerous, but there's no other way. Yes, so Magnus got possessed by some stone of some kind, and apparently fell to abyss of evil. What can we say? Well, first of all, let's save our game. Now, I mentioned before about how this game has an interesting feature when it comes to leveling. So you see that Ash is level 10, Clint's level 10, Diego's level 9, Eleni's level 9, Huxley's level 10, Kyra's level 10, Grog's level 10, and that's it. Basically, the way this game works is you can actually choose your character's paths every time they get to 10 levels. Welcome to my dojo. What do you seek? Who seeks advancement? Now Ash has one path. He becomes a champion. By the power of the gods of light and darkness, grant this soul new wisdom and powers in the service of mankind. Ash has advanced to the class of champion. So Clint can also go down, but Clint, we can either send him down the path of the swordsman or guardsman. Now, from my experiences with this game, guardsmen, while they're physically very strong, are not very mobile. So I'm going to send my swordsman down the swords route. And as you'll notice, in a moment, you'll notice that I've got a bot in the chat. You are getting out of here now. You are banned, and you are going to be reported. You
egotistical, spammy piece of shit. Get the fuck off my broadcast. Get out. Don't fucking come back. So, now that I've ranted at that, you can now see his change got a bigger shield. So Diego can't advance yet, needs more experience, see? Same for LNA, but Huxley, we can either send him down the path of Bishop or Monk. In my experience, monks are basically weaker, physical, and not very good at healing, so Huxley is going to go down the path of the clergy. And there we go. He's now a bishop. Kyra, I'm going to keep her as a... I'm going to change her on. She can either become an archer or a hawk knight. The hawk knight means that she flies. Makes her very, very powerful against sword, but very weak against arrow. But she's also very mobile, and I want that. So I'm going to give her the hawk knight route. And there she is. She carries a spear, hero weapons and armor to match new skills, and we'll get the old one sent to the supply wagon. Now Grog, again, the guards brew is not very mobile, so I'm going to keep him as the swordsman. The guard route also has another problem. They're weak against magic. Very weak against it. And, you know, and you can't counter-attack, but check out his shield. He's got a huge diamond-shaped sword and like a riot shield. Very different style. And that is it for now. So neither Ione nor Diego can yet advance. They are not yet at the level. However, we might be able to help that because in the earlier part of the stream, we fought that boss in the desert, and Ash was basically awarded with a thing called a key. So if I go to the items now... Oh, bugger. Got that wrong. So we now go to the depot. Item. You can see I've got the Nova key there. And give that to Ash. He now has the Nova key. Basically, there's a hidden side quest in this game. If you can find the keys, you can undertake challenge battles, and there is a very, very powerful reward, which we won't see for a long, long time. All we have to do is go to the dojo, and then all we have to do is leave, but then... Hold for a moment. Is that one of the holy keys that you have? Those are meant to be held only by the chosen one. Do you wish to undergo the trials of Terror? Then may your soul be sent to the spirit world for judgment. Fare thee well. And what we have is essentially is a challenge battle. What we have to do here is interesting when it loads. We have to destroy the enemies, but crucially, we must get the contents of that chest. We must not miss that at any cost. Because if we do, we'll have to do the trial again. The only way to pass the trial is to get the gem, which is going to be in that chest. Now, a lot of people recommended that you did these by not leveling Ash up, because the enemies scale to Ash's level. Personally, I don't recommend it. The benefit is not good enough. You don't get enough of a benefit for the loss of skills that you get by not advancing Ash as his class. So the first rounds of this battle are going to be rather dull, because all of us are having to try and climb. You can see all the enemies are level 10. That's because they are scaled to Ash's level. So all we can do here is let the enemy do its turn. There's nothing more we can do. We just got to keep going. The good news is the golems are weak to magic. So the idea is to try and use magic against them if we can. Now the advantage that we've got is that we do have a hawk creature in Kyra, which means that she's very, very fast. What I can do with her is essentially get the chest gem as quick as possible, and that gives us a chance to then carry on the next part of it. Because this is part of the problem, it's the actual getting onto the stairs and climbing the trial. It just takes quite a while. But that's the nature of the beast. So these first few turns are going to be very dreary. Very little's going to happen. So now, once more. Apologies, because I was just quickly looking something up there and it's not giving me what I needed. It's not a solution to the quest or anything like that, it's something else that I wanted to check. And as I can't, I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Back one moment, I'm just going to quickly check something, people. Back in a second. Okay, I do have something that I can do. It's a little, it's a little annoying for a few seconds, but it'll save us a little bit of time. And what we're going to do is this. There we go. Speed up the enemy's turn. Right, okay, that's useful to know. Yes, so there you go, people. You can actually turbo mode this game if you want. Right, yeah, so now's not the time. So you're done. You come back down. I know that this might sound nuts. Why am I bringing Kyra down? Well, the reason is that what I want to do is have the enemies that fly come to me. We'll do a quick battle save here. So it'd be easier if I had a button on my computer to do it, but I've not got a button set up, which is annoying. That's my fault. Get ready? See how strong they are. Quite strong, but not as strong as I thought. They do cause quite a lot of damage though, so I'm going to have to be careful here. Ash, can you move, please? Thank you. Oh, I'm not in range, damn it. Okay, not much I can do about that. Not quite in range for that either. There's no point having Diego down there. Now I might be able to use Clint and Grog as lure on this way. Okay, let's go from that. Interesting, they've gone for Eleni. Ow. Well, that might be the reason why. Okay, that was much more powerful than I expected. This could be a problem here. Yeah, normally they're weak to arrows, but not this time. And that's going to be enough to finish him, I think. I get the feeling this might be one I have to come back to. Either that or I can try something else. Let's see. Ah, interesting. Okay. But we lost our mage, which is very, very, very irritating. Nope. Not having that. You are not having a free hit on me. I'm not having it. You're not having a free hit. I'm not allowing you to have a free hit. It's not going to happen. You're not having a free hit. I might have to do a turn over here. Yeah, I can't shoot up, which is annoying. actually don't remember the Trials of Terror being this hard. I actually don't remember it. I don't remember this being what it was like at all. Well, again, I think I've rolled really unlucky in terms of the enemy defenses, because they've had way more perfect defenses than I've had. Way more. I'm not going to fast forward this, I don't know when their next attacks are coming in. I think it's those sparkles which are the strongest enemies. Yeah, see, Kyra almost took him out. The next one's attacking her as well. Okay, right. To say for the next one, I've got an idea in terms of how to do it. First of all, oh, hang on, before I do anything, let me just quickly do an in-battle save. Look, if they open my window as well, people. It's feeling a bit warm in here. Yeah, apologies for that. Okay. Oh, that feels really nice. Hang on. I don't. There we go. Right, yes, he needs to move one space. Okay. That I can do. Yes, sir, Captain. Excellent. Okay. And that levels him up as well, which is really good news. Okay. Whereas you still need 69 experience to get to your next level. Jeez, what? Why? Yeah, none of that this time. Oh, that's interesting. I think you only gain experience from using support magic. You don't get it from, like, you know, just doing regular attacks. That's interesting. Nice. That's great. I'm not quite sure what kind of attack that was from Grog then, but it did the job. Keeping her in cover, because she's going to need it. And there we go. So now it's onwards to go. You have 3 experience. Yes. Ah, they're going for an attack. Okay. Diego's taken 21. They've taken 28. So slightly more damage from Diego. What I need to do is keep Kyra back behind that wall for now. Ideally, I need to move her to the other side, just so that I can potentially manipulate those Buccaneer swordsmen to that side, because she's going to be very strong against them. So, get behind cover there, will you? The reason I've done that is I don't want those imps to be able to come over here and shoot at her. This way you can get in cover and... Ah, right, okay, so you don't have a herb. I think Ash does. No, he doesn't. He has the Nova key. Okay. Oh, neither do you. Damn it. Right, I'll just use Huxley to heal him then. It's fine. That's the hope it is. Yeah, it's fine. Meanwhile, Eleni just like sits there at the back doing nothing because there's nothing else she can do right now. That's another one down. The stranger has just bit the dust. I'm going to try something that's a little risky here. But first, I'm going to save my game. So this is very much a war of attrition, this. Yep, you can do that 2 more times. Because what I'm trying to do is use a character to act as a lure while the others stay in cover. Using that one character as a lure gives an opportunity. Out of curiosity, what does this mushroom do? Ah, it's a magic move. Interesting. Right, okay. That gives Grog an advantage. I can use that. In fact, Diego, don't you have one of them? Yeah, you do. Right, okay. Might as well get yourself some free experience. You might as well do something. This is where Diego... Oh, nice one. No, that's fine. Okay. I've not had one in ages. I was long overdue one. Before I do anything... Yeah, they're aiming to come over the top. Aha! Right, okay. This is where I need Grog to be fast. If Grog can get to whereabouts Kyra is, this will give us a major chance. But we'll save our game. This has been a good challenge battle, this. And I'm glad that I didn't... Right, I can't get into where Kyra is, but I can get there. Now, your item... That'll be useful. Ah, so it's poison. It's useful, but not as useful as I'd have liked. Come and fight me. By getting two of the guard golems poisoned, that's made a big difference. I'm trying to see if we can get these guards manipulated to come anywhere. At the moment, it doesn't seem likely. Actually, oh, that's a point. You've got a mage oil. I've got an idea on the next turn. Nice. Not a lot of damage, but it's still very useful damage. Fantastic. Now, if he can be manipulated to attack the same archer, indeed he has. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd come and have a go. Brilliant. Great start. And the guard demon is not quick enough. So what we can do is we can actually move Kyra back, which would be a way to get them to get more poison damage. And that gives us an opportunity. Now, my idea was easy. Wait for Eleni to get some experience. Oh, that wasn't quite enough. She's 2 away. That's ridiculous. That's insane. By sending Kyra about that way, that protects her too. Now the enemy can't attack Kyra, and by doing that we're letting them get whittled away. They're not able to do anything. Yeah, Clint's not bothered by that, mate. And because of the way these guys attack, what I can do is actually make it so that the guard golems follow us and we don't even have to fight them. I can just kill them this way. There you go. That's you utterly and utterly screwed now, pal. There's nothing you can do. You might as well start climbing up here, Eleni. Same for you. And the way to do it is have Kyra come back here. Same for Ash. And same for Grog. As we start manipulating the battle to our advantage. One more turn, and they should die without even being engaged in battle. Which is, in a way, cheap. But you gotta do what you can to survive, right? So this has been a battle that's been not entirely fought fairly. But you don't get prizes for fighting fairly. All's fair in love and war. Oh, nice one, Clint. Well done. Because now what I want to try and do... Oh, he's out of range. Damn it. Okay, fine. Stay there. Just make sure he survives. Can't see it reach him. Oh, we can. If it doesn't kill him, it'll weaken him enough so he dies in the next fight. Yeah, he came close. But the old no cigar on that one. There we go. This has been a very attritional battle because of the way that the big block has been put forward. But it's made all the difference. Now it's attacking Clump from behind. And, unfortunately for us, Clint gets the old shield thing back. I got one against him, so I'm not going to be ranting about that one. But I'm going to make sure he can't block me by attacking him from behind. The last time you do anything like that to me, pal, you're not doing that again. If he gets her back, that means there's going to be no way that they can be flanked. Can't cast any healing, so we're out of all our healing moves now. So it falls to us to do our next part. Seriously? Really? That's the third time now. I've never had it this broken against a player. Never. I've never, in all the times I've played this game, had it be so unbalanced in terms of defensive moves. I've never had it happen. Oh, I'm not giving you a chance, pal. So, I mean, that is absolutely unbalanced. Absolutely unacceptable. That's a 50% defense, and there's no enemy in the game that's that good. The balancing on this is all out, absolutely all out. Well, guess what? I'm not giving you a chance to block this. Suck on my ice storm and get the fuck off my battlefield. Block fucking this. That's right. Fuck off. You cheating twat. Piss off. So that's that trial of Tarawa complete. There are more of them to do. Well done. You survived the trial. You return one of the prisoners which holds the soul of Tarawa. You have taken one more step on the path to enlightenment. We will keep this key for the next traveller who seeks the true path. Always keep the faith. Yeah, keep the faith. That's your word for it, is it? But hey, we made it. We got through. Right, what I want to do now is buy a lot of mage oils. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I chose item instead of shop like an idiot. We might have better equipment available as well. Yeah, we do. We now have the iron sword, which massively boosts attack. So I'll have one for you, one for Clint. So that's also made that challenge harder, actually. I made the challenge harder because I didn't resupply first. I could really do with more equipment. Yeah, she's already got the spear, so I don't have to worry about that. Before I do this, items. You've already got one. I may need to come back and resupply I need to get the Nova Prism off her. So it's time to make a load of purchases. Apologies to the menu management. This is never fun to watch. But we've got to do what we can. Otherwise, we're going to absolutely struggle. The Iron Cap. Oh, God. I'm going to run out of items. I'm going to run out of money. I'm going to have to cut my losses here. Which is frustrating to say the least. I'll get a mist robe for in fact I can get 2 of these for Eleni and Huxley. I am making myself broke. But it needs to be done. That cost me a lot of money, that. I spent a lot of money then. The good news is I had the money to spend. That's the main thing. Good news is we do have a couple of herbs to give out. That's useful. Just so you got a backup. Okay, right. We'll save our game on a different slot. And then from there, we will crack on to the next part. So, not quite got as far as I expected tonight, but you know what? I've enjoyed it. Let's quickly talk to the tavern people while we've got a chance. Thank you for saving us. If it wasn't for you, we might have been mindless zombies forever. Before the revolution, the royal family made it illegal to study the ruins. They were afraid that archaeologists would discover that the legend about the royal family and the origins of the country were untrue. Recently, they found out there was an advanced civilization here long, long ago. Those royals were a crap bunch, alright. And yet they were of the Asher dynasty, children of Terror the Messiah. Perhaps one day we'll all be punished for overthrowing them. They found this weird fruit the other day, but then that dropped while running away from a monster. That was right next to that cross-shaped poisonous swamp. Right, so we need to find that. There's an item that we need to find on the map. If it's the one I know roughly what I'm looking for. Oh, I said I'd save on a different slot and then I've saved over this one anyway, so we're locked in now. We are locked the F in. The Idra Canyon.
That's no good. We're finished. Don't give up. Over that bridge and we'll soon be in Yuzu village.
Yeah, but what if they've taken the village too? Enough, Amon. You're too pessimistic.
Uh-oh, they've caught us. I'll distract them while you two get away.
We won't leave you alone.
Look, some strangers have arrived. Those people are under attack by demons.
We're coming to save you. Hang on.
We'll try. Well, that was easy. Dolan joined the party. Eamon joined the party. And Sarah also joined the party as well.
But how are we going to reach the other side? If we shut out the flow of water in the aqueduct, we can cross. Look for a switch.
Indeed we will, but first of all...
What are the conditions of that? We have to destroy the enemies and prevent the deaths of Ash or Dolan. So we don't just have one person to watch anymore, we have two. Which is going to be annoying. So we're doing in battle save. Now the strategy for this is quite simple. We can start by moving these three. And what we want to do is get them out of here as fast as possible. Buffing defense is going to be very, very important. We do not want to mess around here. Last one is going to be taking some damage, which is good. I get the feeling that's not going to be in range. There's not either, so there's no point in putting him at risk. Yeah, use the thicket. I don't see any archers. And if that's the case, then this is going to be quite useful. Yeah, I need to get to that block there. There's something I must dig up from that ground. I will only get one chance to get it. And I need it. It's something that's pretty worthless on its own, but becomes very important later. Yeah, she has Darkstar and Spellbind. That's all she's got still. Oh, but why am I not surprised anymore? Why am I no longer surprised? So using the thicket's proven useful. Poisoned. Well, luckily, we've got Huxley nearby. I also have Clint nearby, who can deal with that. And a level up too. Awesome. We've got a few people with elixirs. Yeah, they're definitely going after Amon, Dolan, and Sarah. That's the part that's the most annoying. It must be said. Right, okay, first of all, let's give ourselves some chances here. Nice. We needed that. I must not forget to move Dolan, Sarah, and Amon. I'll do that now. Try and get some damage in. Because I get another shot like that, then that will be game over for them. Okay, I think that's the end of this turn. Let's crack on. Oh, I didn't move Kyra. Having said that, to be fair, it's probably to our advantage not to at the moment. Uh-oh, don't need that. Nice. 50 XP for that too. So it's one of those, if we can get the enemies in a line to attack there, we can kick the boulder over, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So I actually had an idea. Might as well move this now because it allows them to attack us. But crucially, yep, there we go. And you can move an extra space because why not? Meanwhile, good evening, Queen. Yes, we're still going. We're going to be doing one more battle, which is this last tactical battle. And after that, we'll probably be wrapping up. But I thought I'd try and get a bit further into the second chapter, because that's where we are right now. And, yeah, we had an interesting bonus battle, which I had to resort to some slightly dirty tactics in at one point, involving states, but it's fine. Well, not save states, just basically taking advantage of the in-battle save. Now, my idea here is if everyone's in a line, depends on whether I can get them, manipulate them to come this way. Yep, here come the guards. No, they're not going to do it. You know what time it is? Not going to do it at o'clock. That's what it is. I'm enjoying the game. I just wasn't happy with some of the RNG. Queen. Some of the RNG was annoying me. There was a lot of unbalance in some of the things the game was able to do. There, we got an elixir. That's always helpful. What I'm going to try and do here is obviously these enemies, we got to just try and keep them close. It's going to be a tricky fight this now because we've not quite got the distance I wanted. Still, I have a chance there. That's definitely made a big difference. There we go. Off you go. 36, 62, 62. Okay, behind you. Oh, he's still alive. I'm surprised at that. I'm surprised that he wasn't killed by that. Okay, I've got a cheeky idea here. Yep, thank you. And that was the reason I did that. I wanted to level her up. That's exactly the reason why. I did a tactical leveling with that one. And now that we're in the water, they might come after us. Because essentially what we're trying to do is split their attack as best as possible. Everybody else has moved over. On this side, do I have any moves available? No, I do not. Okay. Turn over, I guess. Oh, I had a feeling that was going to hurt her. Yeah, and that wasn't going to hurt him. Luckily, she's not going to be getting attacked by anybody else, so that's okay. But I think we're in serious danger here because I don't think I'm going to be able to get there in time to keep him alive. However, there is one potential strategy here. I'll get onto the prairie, which gives you some healing. Now what I need is you in here on the thicket, because thickets get a load of boost for defense. They're all 5%ers, so that's okay. Right, in the interim, our Hawk Knight can get there quick enough. As can our swordsman. By sending people after the crew here, it might dummy some of the guards to come back. And if that happens, then we're back cooking with gas again. Actually, yeah, go that way. I've just realised something. I was thinking about that chest and I can't action that chest because guess what? I need someone who can use physical damages. Arrows don't count. Yeah, they've gone for her again. I thought they would. And they have been deceived to come back against us. That's a good thing. The one thing I'm going to need to do is get them to come at me and go past them as Kyra. Because I need to get something from down there. But first of all... why give my healer that? Because my healer can then buff her defense. She wasn't quite full actually, Queen, but even so, it was a very powerful one. I don't have to have her live. That's the thing. And a level up is going to help. Because that's going to hopefully give her a little bit of extra stat boost. Yeah, she's got slightly more HP now. Teach you for attacking me. Yes, Kyra's flying mode is kind of OP for this fight. Not that I'm complaining. How odd that that's not counted. What about piercing light? What does that do? Ah, it's a magic move with area of effect. The problem is she's not close enough to make it work, which is disappointing. Never mind. But the tide has now turned very much in our favour. So my main archer's been no real use, which is annoying. And so unfortunately, he's just not quite got the damage, and if I attack with that, it's going to kill him. Sarah's very much my sacrificial lamb here. Okay. Attacking Clint again. They don't like Clint. That's the thing that's been annoying me. They've had a lot more of those perfect guards than I've had. They've had an absolutely ton more of them. And it's been really getting on my nerves. They've been getting way more of those than I have. It's been very, very, very unbalanced in that respect. I don't mind them getting a perfect guard now and again. But when it's literally 5 to 1 ratio, that's not acceptable. And it's getting to the point that I might just state it, and every time they do it, just reload. Because I've got to equalize. The difficulty has to be equalized. I knew that was going to hurt him because Arrow is very weak to sword. But with him now taken out of the equation, dodge this. That's right, dodge my magic. You can't. If you're gonna cheat, so will I. Easy way to make sure you can't do it. Take the ability away from you. Yeah, exactly. It's very similar to that. It's very common in tactical RPGs, actually, that the classes have certain things, but some classes are more powerful than others. Archer, for example, is fantastic against the flying enemies. The flying enemies, on the other hand, are fantastic against sword, and the sword are fantastic against flying. There are some that are really not that great, though. For example, there's a class called Guardsman, where you can take your sword characters, where they basically use heavy armor and an axe. There's just one problem. They are slow as anything, and they are weak to magic. And as you've just seen, you can't block magic. So it's a useless class. Whereas there's a version of Mage and Healer called Monk. But it's basically just like a not very strong sword class with poor healing skills. You see what I mean about the flying spear being strong against the sword? Now the thing is, I'm actually not going to try attacking with Kyra this turn. I need to keep at least one of these enemies alive, because there's one thing I need to do. And that is go behind them and look at that square there. That little mound right here. I need to examine it. If I don't examine that, I'm going to miss out on something very important. So I'm actually going to take a turn where I don't do anything. Over here, you might as well get some experience. There we go. And now we'll turn the tide over. Yep, they really don't like Clint. I don't know why. You see, sometimes we can do those guard things as well, but the ratio just seems all out of sync. The computer seems to get them a lot more than the player does. And I find that really annoying. Because it's not challenging. I mean, there's proof. We do get them now and again. There's the proof. So, it is one of those. It's not that you don't get them. It's just that they're nowhere near as common. Not the smartest player in the world, that, mate. Even with the thicket, you're gonna struggle. I warned him. Well, I have a plan to be a bit of a cheat myself in a moment. But first... we got the Macro Man. That by itself is worthless to us. But I need it for something else later on. It's an optional item, and if you don't get it, you miss out on something. But yes, we can use magic. There we go. But you win. Indeed we do. And some decent money as well for winning. We owe you our lives.
Captain Dolan! You're Captain Dolan!
Well, if it isn't Miss Eleni. You know each other?
Yes, Captain Dolan is one of my father's men.
Tell us, Captain, what were those monsters?
Those are my men transformed into monsters. And they are being led by General Magnus.
I don't believe you! You lie!
I'm sorry, Eleni. It's the truth. Well, anyway, this place is safe. Let's go back to User Village. Let me try to explain the whole story. As you know, we came to investigate the ruins on this island. We were sent after stone tablets, indicating that these ruins at the site of Taroa's Ark were discovered.
Taroa's Ark from the Holy Tomb.
I know it's hard to believe, but this has tremendous political significance for the new government. Yes, Taroa's Ark, as in Noah's Ark. You know, it's not very subtle, is it? Let's be honest, people.
Wait, I think I understand. The Asha dynasty claims to be descended from Taroa, who used the Ark to survive the Great Calamity. Discovery of the Ark would provide evidence that Taroa is no legend. If the story of Taroa is real, then the Asha dynasty has a rightful claim to rule Ashtaria.
That's correct. Furthermore, with all the recent terrorist attacks, we thought that this kind of news might cause a mass riot. That's why we came to this island secretly.
Let's see, where you came here, but where did those monsters come from?
I'm not sure exactly myself. We were only away for a short time, but something happened when we got back and saw how they transformed. We tried to escape, but they captured us. It wasn't until today that we managed to escape. So there's no clues to what happened. It's possible that Magnus had a secret mission. He did seem to be searching for something in particular. Ooh, intriguing. So, it seems that the Great General has been sort of turned. And well, it's interesting, the timer on the game says 3 hours, but we've been playing for longer than that. Evidently the occasional reload and everything else has got in the way. But we are pretty much well out of time, so we are going to be back carrying on this quest on Wednesday evening at 8 PM BST. You can, of course, go over to Queen3210's channel, where you will see a full Let's Play of Road 96 featuring myself with a cameo. You can also watch Persona 3 Reload, Dishonored 2, and the ongoing playthrough of Yakuza Kiwami over there as well. And tomorrow evening, over on his YouTube channel, for now at least, as far as I understand, there's still a scheduled playthrough of Watch Dogs by Chris JT 1985. That's Chris JT 1985. That should be the finale. So as long as he's online tomorrow, do check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. So until then, thank you all very, very much for watching.
And computer, stop spamming Perfect God.